Good evening, everybody. First of all, welcome to Jimmy Codger Racing and round two of my British Touring Car Championship styled event here, live on GT7. This is season 5. Incredibly, still can't believe we're here at season 5. I said this last week. But we are, and we're ready to get down to business at Daytona this week. It's a new track for the series. We haven't used this track before, but with it being season 5, we've nearly exhausted all the track layouts. There's a few I won't use, but I'm not going into Victor Meldrew mode because I don't believe the tracks. That's all I'll say on it. So what you can see on screen here, before I go any further, you know who I'm going to introduce. My trusty co-commentator who's made a mad dash through the paddock. I think last time I saw him, he was vaulting 3 steps at once to get to the comms box. You know who it is. It's the one and only Adam Barth. Are you there, sir?
I am, Jimmy. Yeah, I'm not using the stairs tonight. I'm actually using the lift because you've seen where this comms box is. It's right at the top of the grandstand. So there's no way I'm running up all of these stairs. I'd never be commentating.
That's what they put the Stanner stair lift in for. Ah, right. Okay,
exactly.
That makes sense.
I thought it was for you, but it was actually for me.
I knew that was coming back at me. There we go. They say you shouldn't throw stones from a glass house. Well, I've just made that mistake. So that's how the tone's going to be set, and it's a good bit of humour. It's a bit boring if you can't have humour, Adam. Correct?
Oh yeah, that's why you bring me along, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. So what you can see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, is we run a Overtake of the Week award and a Driver of the Day award. These basically, we created a video and of 3 separate clips, 3 separate drivers from each for each category, and put them up for a vote on Instagram and Facebook. And Adam, I'll hand over to you to introduce You gave the write up for the Overtake of the Week. So a brief rundown and announce to the ladies and gentlemen it was up to the vote, but what stood out for you?
Yeah, well, obviously it was down to the vote, as you say. We put 3 potential overtakes up on the socials, and yeah, it was really won by Audio Muted there, simply because of the fantastic overtake that he did. He had everybody going down into paddock at the end of the final lap, starting the final lap, I should say. Yeah, it was in the sprint race, wasn't it? It was on the sprint race.
Yeah.
You had Matthias and I think it was Hado fighting, going side by side, going down through paddock, and Audio just saw the opportunity, took a little bit of a wide entry to get a tighter exit, and just took them all 3 wide, going straight into Druids, and overtook 2 people in one go. It was a perfectly clean move, absolutely fantastic, and well deserved victory for the overtake of the week.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And we split the responsibilities for the write ups. I did the Driver of the Day award. Now, this was awarded to Limebus, who is a member of the CC Sim community, who I mentioned last week, run by Craig Cook. And it's I'm not going to give his job details out, but let's just say he doesn't have a regular schedule. He can get, he's in the armed forces, basically. So I'm sure you all understand that at a moment's notice he can get deployed, and he wasn't sure of his schedule roughly about a month before the event, but he said to me, look, I'll see if I can find out as much information as what's happening, and he wanted to join. And thankfully he made his way onto the grid, and he came out, oh god, first pun, Adam, he come out all guns blazing. I can't avoid that one. So he came out all guns blazing, and he's driving Keith O'Dore's Castrol liveried Nissan Primera this season, and yeah, much to Adam's joy, I'd imagine, running the number 23, he came out with he set his stall outs immediately and was setting some really quick times. And we noticed especially during the feature race, his strategy was immaculate, and he seemed to be able to manage his tyres, manage his fuel, and he was making moves, and he seemed to take it all in his stride. And it's his debut, and he's never raced against many of these guys, and we do have what we class as, I say, aliens. He's used to race. He's quick himself, but he's used to racing quick drivers. And his performance overall through the sprint, he finished fifth in the sprint, which meant he started ninth on the reverse grid format in the feature, and he managed to bag himself a podium and a fifth place. He came third in the feature. So to me, that was a standout performance, because there's bound to be a few nerves. So yeah, that's what swung it for me, and it was up for the vote. But that's why Linebus's name was in the hat, so to speak. So congratulations to both drivers, Audio Muted and Linebus, for collecting the first awards of season 5. This will be done again. The same thing will be done again next week. So we'll be taking notes now through this round, and we'll be running the vote again. So if you want to head over to @Jimmy_Codger Racing on Instagram and Jimmy Codger Racing on Facebook, you don't have to be a part of the community. Anybody can vote. The more votes, the better, and it gives us, so head over there. We'll let you know when they're up and running. But I think that's enough jabbering, Adam. Should we cut live to Daytona and see what these guys are up to? And
get these guys out on track, and we'll be able to see what they're practicing like. Obviously, we are on the road course. We're not using the oval. The road course does use a few bits of the oval, of course, but here we got Swifty out on track, going round what would be turn 2 if you were on the actual oval. Oh no, it's not. It's turn 4. My mistake. I was looking at the wrong part of the map. So just about to start the lap, and the first corner, if we stay watching Swiftly, and this is a good opportunity, go on board and down into this first corner. Oh, he's just moving out of the way as I say that, but this first corner is actually quite tricky because you've got to brake off the banking and come down onto the left-hand side. So it's actually quite tricky to get your braking quite right going down into that corner.
And he's decided to come into the pits. So we'll go on board with Danny C.
Yeah, he'll show us how to do it properly as he's going through the chicane now.
That's going to be
how much you can cut for that corner as well.
Yeah, I mean, I found you're approaching it in 6th gear, or if the fuel saving maybe 7th, I'm not sure, but I knock it into 4th on the first entry. First apex, second apex, knock it down to 3rd without braking, and then carry the speed through. Maybe a dab of brakes half mid-corner, because it's literally pixels that can get you a penalty, and that's on the exit of the bus stop chicane. So they've got to be careful with that. So this is the sprint race, so they've not got to worry about tyre wear. So we're already getting some fast times in, Adam. 1:56. Blimey.
Yeah, they're doing faster than what I was doing when I was practicing, just to get an idea of what they're going to be doing in the feature race. Obviously, we don't know, but yeah, it was just trying to give myself a little bit of scope to see how the race is going to unfold, and I was nowhere near that, even on softs. So
well, it's
yeah,
not just me then. I couldn't break the 1:59s.
Well, I got into the 58s. I mean, to be fair, I didn't adjust anything with the downforce, but it'd be interesting to see what these guys have done, because obviously for season 5 we are allowing them the use of downforce adjustment, front and rear. So that might make a bit of a difference. They might run a low downforce to counteract for everything on the high speed banking that Danny's on now.
Just want to quickly
be careful going into this bus stop.
Just want to quickly jump to a driver that he had some family commitments last week, and unfortunately he couldn't make it. So we'd like to introduce Kivanshi to you in a brand new livery. Another one we didn't see this last week, so here we have Gordon Shedden's. Now I get mixed up. Was this a Seat Cupra? It was a Cupra or a
This one was a Toledo. That
Toledo. I knew I'd get it right. I had a 50-50 chance, didn't I? So this was a Toledo. So I'll let Adam run through the details. I love this livery.
Yeah, well, obviously this one's an independent livery, so we've got Givenchy running independents this season, and yeah, this is actually quite a standout livery from the time. This was in 2006 when Gordon Shedden ran this one, I think. In fact, no, I'm lying. It was 2006 when he joined Team Dynamics. It was 2009 when he ran this livery. But yeah, he ran it alongside Adam Jones. It was a 2-car entry, but still independent. And yeah, absolutely fantastic livery, and it's great to see another new one on the grid, isn't it?
It is, yeah. How many? I'm just trying to think now how many original liveries. If I look through the grid now, so we've got Danny, Marty of a previous livery,
original one,
Swifty,
yeah, original ones.
Andy.
The majority of the Super Touring is liveries that we've had before.
Well, the Tokers are obviously new.
Tokers are fairly new. I think we might have had 1 or 2 of them made an appearance in season 1.
Possibly,
but
yeah.
But yeah, it's the majority of the liveries this season are brand new, so it's new colour and new spectrum to the championship this season.
And Givenchy he stood out for me in season 4. He made a brief appearance as a reserve, and one of our core members, Handy Pint, of the community, he does lap guides, so you can't be slow doing lap guides. And this guy, Givenchy, if I remember rightly, Adam, it was Spa in the wet, and he was pushing, he was giving Handy Pint a hurry up. So yeah, if he can maintain that form, this is one to watch in the independents.
Yeah, definitely. It's a shame that he missed out last week, but it'd be interesting to see how he gets on. I mean, he's already running 4th in the times overall, so definitely going to be one to watch. But the one that we really want to look at as well is who's currently running 2nd, LFC Ben. He unfortunately missed the first round, and Clay Jacks took his seat for that race. But here we are in the Fabrizio Giovanardi livery. It's a similar livery to what Clay Jacks was running last race. But here we are, LFC Ben returning to the championship, and he will be looking to really kick things off, having missed the first round.
Yeah, and a quick pair of hands. So he's in the main car. Clay Jacks was in his teammate's car, as Adam pointed out. So LFC Ben, yeah, definitely one to watch in the Tokers. Lovely guy, really quick pair of hands. He's probably going to he's banging the steering wheel now, going shut up. But Ben, you've been with me from pretty much season 1 or season 2, and yeah, been a joy to watch. He made the highlights video that Adam put together for season 4, when he showcased his drifting skills coming through Pouon at Spa in the wet, and a classy display of drifting, Adam, don't you think?
Yeah, it really was. And I think he's in the intro as well. We couldn't miss him out of that one. It was fantastic. Anybody else would have spun that, but yeah, brilliant bit of car control.
Sorry, you're right. It was the intro.
Drive.
Yeah, it was the intro.
I think he was on the highlights as well. To be fair, because it was a highlight of season 4, but he was definitely in the intro as well. And yeah, he's showing his pace already by running 2nd at the moment, as we're about to head into qualifying.
We are indeed, Adam. So I'm just going to put
Shadow has put in the fastest lap at the moment, a 55.7. And Danny's not far behind that either. So this is going to make qualifying very interesting.
Who's your money on for pole, Adam?
Oh, I don't know.
I always do this to you, don't I? Sorry.
You do. I mean, you can't count anyone out really. As well, because if they go round in a pack, some of them might get a bit of a slipstream, or might get a bit of an advantage on the faster parts of the circuit. But then you've got really quick drivers like Shadow, like Danny, like Ben. Well, a lot of them are fast anyway, so it could be anyone's. They've only got 10 minutes, and if they make a mistake, that could really scupper their chances. So
I know he's on pole at the moment,
wait and see.
but I'm gonna put my money on Shadow.
Okay, well, it's a fair shout. He's obviously running quick at the moment, so
Right. So
yeah.
let's get this right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you've tuned in for. This is going to be a speed fest, and yeah, I'm looking forward to some good racing tonight. So without any further jabbering from me, let's get this qualifying underway. It's 10 minutes qualifying. Fastest first. That'll set the grid. Racing soft tyres only. Oh, look at the car I've got on the screen, Adam. I've done that for you.
I did notice. I wasn't going to say anything because it's not racing this season.
No, I've done. Adam's got a car from every season, so I got the brushes out this afternoon and completed his set up to now. So he's got one. So happy boy, Adam is today. So right, without any further jabbering from me, let's get qualifying underway for Daytona, round 2 of Jimmy Codger's British Touring Car Championship. Here we go. Buckle in, Adam.
Yeah, I don't know how to call this one. I really don't. Because also, don't forget, a lot of them are going to have changed downforce settings as well. So they might have a qualifying setup, and they might have a race setup. So yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see who plays what strategy here.
Who's going to go out and create the tow? That's what they're all doing now, isn't it?
Well, in some ways, you want to get out first because you want the clearest track possible. But at the same time, if you're at the back, you're potentially going to have somebody in front of you. But if they're a little bit slower, they're going to hold you up. So it is like the last race. It is a bit of a chess game.
You're right.
To work out what the best strategy is going to be.
Danny normally waits in the pits.
Well, Shadow started going out, realised he had a load of cars in front of him, and has jumped back in again. So he's obviously listening to the stream and thought, I like that idea. Let's go out on the other.
We're giving tips.
We are. Shouldn't be doing this.
No, we shouldn't. That's
So Skin's running that Pertec livery in one of the independents. He had a fantastic race too last time out at Brands Hatch.
Yeah, he actually missed the sprint.
That man, he did. He missed the sprint, unfortunately, because of his internet. But I know Danny's probably not pushing at the moment, but he's keeping up with Danny at the moment on this outlap, isn't he? And you've got Hado in the background, who's leading the independents at the moment in the championship.
That's right. Yeah, closely followed by Tyler. There's a joint third place between Tyler Mann and Andy, both in. We'll put the points up after the sprint race. At the current point standings, but Tyler and Andy are both tied for second place at the moment. I know it's only after round 1, but yeah, it's hotting up nicely. It's simmering away nicely, Adam, as they say in the kitchen.
Well, yeah, it's there ready and waiting to boil over, isn't it?
I think we could see the temperature rise at this round, without a doubt. So it's a bit. Technically, yes, it is a track, but it's not. I mean, the touring cars back in the day, we have seen touring cars at Bathurst, haven't we, Adam?
Yeah, touring cars went to Bathurst, and don't forget, back in the early mid-2000s, they actually raced at Rockingham, which is basically
similar to this,
an oval with an infield circuit. So. Yeah, it's not unusual to see touring cars on a part oval and part road course, and of course the DTM. I don't know, it's a different style of touring car, but they use the Euro Speedway Lausers ring. That's a part and part.
Yeah,
as well, so
that's a great shout, great comparison to Rockingham. I'd actually forgotten about that.
Yeah, it's a shame Rockingham, because I visited there a couple of times, both for ASCAR and touring cars, and it's great because you could see the whole circuit.
That's right, it's only down the road from me.
It was absolutely brilliant. It's such a shame that they've stopped racing there and effectively closed it down. It's not even there anymore, is it?
And bit of trivial knowledge, it was the scene of the closest I've seen to a punch-up between Jason Plato and Matt Neal.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, yeah. That was all done for TV, really. Jason really sticking the knife in a little bit, but it was actually a really good fun circuit to race. I raced at it at a 7-hour race in the Fun Cup.
Brilliant.
Back in 2010, was it? 2009, 2010.
Wow.
And the good thing about that circuit, I'm not really comparing it too much to Daytona, but because the oval was designed with quite a slick surface, they used the exact same surface on the infield, which meant it was really, really slippery, particularly in the wet on the infield as well. So made it quite a bit interesting. Just like that, we've got Butler tangling with
Tyler,
one of the independents there, unfortunately, in Tyler.
And that's where the phrase "Be careful, Jason. Be careful, son." That's where that was born, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, with his dad shouting it.
That's right. His dad had to break the fight up. Was it Jason's dad or was it Matt's? Was it Jason's dad, wasn't it?
Well, it was. Matt was saying "be careful" to Jason, but it was Jason's dad who was trying to get in.
That's right. Yeah.
But,
yeah. No, it's quite funny.
Steve Neal, Matt's dad, was somebody who could throw a punch as well. I've seen him lose his temper a few times.
Do you know Matt Neal's a black belt in street martial arts?
He is. That's why Jason kept his helmet.
Wise choice. I tell you what, his arm was fully cocked, and I thought
he was ready to go.
He was ready to go, yeah. So at the moment,
I think they got quite a big fine for that as well, both of them.
Yeah, probably bringing the sport into disrepute, no doubt, was probably the phrase used. Well, Danny C at the moment has set. He's lit up the timing screens at the moment with a 1:55.6, which is it's just. I know I'm slow, but this is just rubbing my face in it, isn't it? This is just...
Well, that 55.6 is similar to what he was doing in practice. So he's found the groove. He's on the pace. LFC Ben's not far behind him. Shadow hasn't had the cleanest of laps because he's on the 56s at the moment. But yeah, fully expecting him to jump up because he was a 55.4, I think, in practice with Shadow.
And Skins is up there in 6th place, the lead independent at the moment with a 1:56.9. That's impressive. So he's actually ahead of one of the supers at the moment in the form of Swifty.
And Andy in 8th place as well.
Well spotted. Yeah.
Charlie Cox Mondeo. So the independents, I think possibly because of the slipstream, and they possibly all wound the downforce, but it's allowing them to keep up with the fast boys. All they've got to do is keep within really a second through the infield section, and they'll be pulled along round the banking. So this is going to be fascinating. We're going to have to wait and see until the end of this session. But yeah, don't count anybody out just yet.
Now, so audio muted, surprisingly down in 10th at the moment. He was. Yeah, he's not just good at overtakes. He's a fast pair of hands as well. So maybe he's trying to get back out on track and get a bit of toe. I've got a feeling. But Shadow there has come within a 10th of Danny. Yeah, just over a 10th. So that's hotting up nicely. So look at the top three. Look at the first and second row of the grid at the moment, Adam. So we got.
It's going to be interesting going down into turn 1 if it stays like that, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what thing they haven't fixed on this track, which I thought they would have done by now, is the invisible barrier at T1. If you get too close to the, it's not the Armco, I think it's either a concrete wall or tyres. If you get too close to it, you end up, you hit a barrier, which you can't see.
Well, Swifty is 1.2 off the top guys at the moment, which isn't too bad considering the pace.
No, let's just see who's in 4th.
56.9, so... Well, Butler needs a good result, doesn't he? Because he didn't have the best of races at Brands Hatch. He wasn't best pleased of his performance there, so hopefully he'll do a bit better here. Already showing more pace.
Well, he was,
as Danny's
strangely.
gone a little bit quicker as well.
Earlier in the week, he was saying, "Oh, I'm C star P at Daytona." Not according to this. I think he's had a word with his sponsor. He was a bit miffed last week because he said eBay, his sponsor on this car, was supplied him second-hand parts. that was his excuse last week, wasn't it, Adam?
Yeah, well, hopefully they've given him second-hand parts again, and they're a little bit lighter this time. So that's possibly his excuse for going a bit quicker. But Danny's improved his time
By
and has
2
opened up a
tenths.
bit of a gap at the top there.
So we're just going.
55.4, so
We're just
I don't know
going.
whether he got a bit of a flow around.
Let's have a look at Linebus, who picked up the driver of the day last week. We know he's quick, but this should show his true pace because, yeah, okay, it's a more open circuit, but Brands Hatch for the opening round, yeah, he was certainly, he ruffled a few feathers, I think. So he's definitely one to watch. As we say that, he's purple in the first sector. So can he keep this? We'll just watch a lap now of, they'll all, like, as Adam said, they'll have backed the downforce off for pure pace. So, yeah, the trade-off with that is a little bit of a loose back end, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah, loose is fast, as they say, but obviously if you get it a bit sideways, it's harder to control it. But he might be picking up a bit of a distant toe back from Hado in front of him, so this might help him down this fast back stretch heading into the bus stop.
This is going to be his last lap. I'm not sure if Danny's going to just quickly jump to Danny. Danny's going to get another lap, I think. Yeah, so let's just... Yeah. So we're approaching the 10-minute mark now, so this will be the final lap now. Well, you've got to be so precise with that bus stop chicane. Yeah, so...
Yeah, I can see some penalties coming during the race there. If you go side by side, somebody's got to give up the position, and nobody's going to want to. So it's going to be very, very easy for them to pick up penalties.
Let's just see if Shadow, let's just see if he can improve.
Last lap was his fastest one. Is he going to improve?
Well, he has. He's taken pole.
Yes.
Get in. Oh. Thank you, Shadow. So I've won me bet.
Well, Danny's still on a fast lap, so let's keep an eye on him. But at the dying moments, 55.3 though, that was impressive.
Danny's purple by nearly 3 tenths. Where's he found that from? Danny seems to do this a lot, doesn't he? How many times did he snatch pole on the last lap? And speaking of Danny, Danny is streaming this live from his... He's got another 10th. Holy moly. Right, he's streaming this live from his perspective over at It's Danny C on YouTube. He's just hit the 500 subscriber mark. A massive milestone for Danny. So, round of applause for Danny for doing that. He's such a trooper. He does it. He streamed every single time he's been in the touring cars. And for those of you a bit wary of strategies, go and drop him a like, drop him a sub, and just check his race out and give you a better idea of how he tackles the strategy races. This is going to be an interesting one to watch.
Do it?
Oh, he hasn't done it. Oh. How did he lose? Where did he lose? 4 tenths?
He lost all of that time through the bus stop. He was nearly 4 tenths up. He lost it all through the bus stop. So your prediction was right. Shadow is on pole, but only just though. And,
only by a hair.
Give a shout out to the independent Hado.
Third on the grid.
Place overall.
That is...
He's living up to the Matt Neal livery, isn't he?
He is, and he was always known. But going back to that era, I never forget that. I never remember the year. But when Toka introduced the £250,000 prize, and he went out and won the next race.
Yeah, so that was 1999. He did that.
Correct. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go through the results. So I'll do these results. So we've got Shadow taking pole position by a hair's breadth. Absolutely incredible. What a great drive from you there, Shadow. Danny C. Incredible. Yeah, that was up for grabs there. I thought you were going to do that then, but it's just Yeah, you've nailed the bus stop every time, and then just lost it on this occasion. And Haydo, as Adam pointed out before, in the Independents in Matt Neal's Primera, 3rd place. What a stunning result, beating LFC Ben in 4th. Then we've got Matthias, the 2nd place, 3rd place Toka driver in Dan Eves Honda Integra. We've got Marty in the Supers in Paul Radisic's Mondeo. In 6th place, we've got Butler in Colin Turkington's eBay sponsored BMW. In 7th place, I think he won't be too disappointed with that. He's beat his good friend Linebus who's in 8th place in Keith O'Dore's Nissan Primera, closely followed by Audio Muted in Rob Huff's Seat. Then we've got Skins with another good result. 10th place, beating Swifty from the Supers. And then we've got Kivanchi, as we showed on the stream before, in Gordon Shedden's Seat, in an independent, also beating Ekberg, who's in Ricard Rydell's Volvo, closely followed by TCR Andy, Charlie Cox's Mondeo, and rounding up the grid for the independents is Tyler Mann in Rob Collard's BMW. So all incredibly close. It's absolutely fantastic to watch. So there's no strategy involved in the sprint race. This is purely pedal to the metal. And I'm not encouraging it, but this is going to be a fantastic race to watch. So, right, without any further jabbering from me, I'm just going to wish them all clean race, have a good race, good luck, most importantly. And are you ready, Adam? Are you buckled in?
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to watch this first corner.
Right, without any further ado from me, let's get this race underway. So in 3, 2, 1 is round 2 at Daytona road course for the sprint race, here with me, Jimmy Codger and Adam Barth.
What a sight that is.
It's incredible, isn't it? Sat here in the grandstands, sat in the comms box, looking down here, looking at the grid, low lining up for the grid starts. We've got 2 lights, 3, 4, 5 red lights, get ready, no false starts, and they're off. So can Shadow maintain? Well, yeah, he can. Danny C's tucked in behind at the moment. I say tucked in.
Start from LFC Ben.
He's welded to the rear bumper. We got 3 abreast into the first corner. Got Matthias on the inside, making a move on Haydo early doors. So Haydo's run a little bit wide there. He's lost 2 positions. Well, he's lost 1 position there to Matthias in the Tokas. But Butler's making progress. Let's just quickly go with Butler's already made a position.
Well, LFC Ben made a very poor start, to be fair. He dropped down all the way through from wherever he was. But yeah, as you say, Butler trying desperately to make up some positions here. He is very quick off this start, isn't he? Really aggressive.
Yeah, he's
already up in 4th place.
These 2 had a really good race last time out, and there was high fives after the race, which is always great to see. And Butler knows what Matthias is. We see Matthias get it all loose coming onto the banking there, but look at Butler has got a rear view mirror full of Haydo, who's trying to make advantage of the slipstream here. He's going side by side. They've got to be careful now. This is going to be neck and neck coming up to sparks flying off the Honda Integra up in front. So let's just quickly come out of this view now and just watch this. 3 abreast, it's like the red arrows. Nice and easy. I've got Marty joining the party. Oh, breathe in. All through. Oh, no lawnmowers out. That's good to see. Oh, as Haydo gets a proper tap there. Let's just see what happened there. So,
Yeah, they were side by side all the way through that bus stop, and it was just pinched on the exit there. So, yeah, that was unfortunate.
Just trying to find Haydo. That's put Haydo right down near the back of the grid. So let's just see. Let's just see what happened as they were coming through the bus stop here. So he just got a little bit side by side, lost the back end a little bit of a touch, and he couldn't quite keep hold of it. And a full 360, recovered it nicely.
Yeah, Haydo will not be happy about that because he was right up the front, obviously qualified up in 3rd place as well, and he's dropped all the way down to 13th after that.
I wouldn't say there was anything
on the sprint race, but the feature race. But yeah, he will not be happy. It was an accident, of course, but
racing incident. Yeah. I'd put that down. It was just it was close. It was sort of 2 abreast, but he's found himself now in a bit of no man's land. So Swifty's also had a bit of a poor start. He's down in 14th. So yeah, he won't be happy, as Adam said. But I'll put that down to nothing more than a racing incident. But meanwhile, let's just go to the top of the grid and see it. Shadow he's not managing to drop Danny C, and that's not an easy task. Danny will be there. He'll be biding his time. He knows these have raced together all the way through the season, through the series.
But look how much that slipstream is working on Danny C, because he is really being pulled along.
Look at this.
Right behind Shadow, in the position to overtake. Will he do it? No, he backs out of that one. But yeah, if Danny's a clever driver. We've seen it. He's a 2-time champion, so he knows what he's doing. As you say, he's going to be patient. But when you get that much of a run, you've got to go with it. So he's going to be more than happy to follow Shadow all the way around until the end of this race. But if he gets a run like that again, he's going to have nowhere to go but to pass him. So it could be a bit backwards and forwards between these two at the front.
But look at that, it's like a pack of angry wolves behind Danny, led by Matthias in 3rd place with Butler still in 4th. But as it's spread out a little bit now, but yeah, Danny's going to bide his time, like Adam said there. So we'll just go back to Linebus has lost a couple of positions. I'm just going to go a bit further down the grid to this pack here. Side by side with, got Linebus and
LSC Ben and Butler were side by side as Butler's forced a little bit wide. That's opened the door for Skins. Has Skins made advantage? No, he hasn't. But that was a good move there on the recovering LSC Ben. He made such a poor start, and he's now back up into 4th place.
Yeah, and Skins is making a move. He's trying to make his 4th. Yeah, making a move on Linebus. That's a great move. He's got that pass done. That was a great move from Skins.
That's actually a defence because he was held up when Butler went through. So
I'm just going to get a quick look at that now. So clean, respectful, managed to get the pass done. This is the awkward one. Getting this entry onto the banking as Linebus, as we see there, goes to have another look. I don't know about extra parts. He's got, I think those two are welded together, Adam.
Pushing him down the straight a little bit, isn't he? But the one I'm impressed with as well is Andy, because he's really hooked onto the back of this group. We've got Ekberg and Andy hanging out at the back of this pack that we're watching at the moment, and that's a good showing from the independent.
It is, as we see Skins here making a move on Butler. He's really making progress here. So they've got to come up the bus stop again. So let's just come back out of this view. Yeah, as we can see in the background here, we've got audio muted, Butler, Linebus and Skins all together in a group. And as Adam pointed out, we've got Marty right at the back of this group. So audio muted, lining up Linebus for a pass potentially. I don't think he's close enough for T1. But, oh, that was late braking from Marty's gone wide. I'm not sure whether that was contact. But let's just see. Well, I've got that saved. We'll see where Marty is.
Yeah, it might have been a case that he had a bit of slipstream on the car in front and just had that little bit of overspeed. I mean,
I'd say so.
Butler, where's the actual penalty line on this circuit? Is it along the start-finish? Because Butler seemed to lose a lot of speed down that start-finish straight.
It is. It's right as you come out of the last turn. And it's
So
just...
I'm wondering if he got a penalty going through the bus stop then, and had to take that penalty because he suddenly dropped like a stone, and everybody else had to dive past him, and it's what tripped them all up going into turn one.
That's the snag with this track, because the main penalty spot is the bus stop chicane, and it's sufficiently far away from the penalty line that you serve it on, as far as I'm aware, you serve it on the same lap. So that's a good shout, Adam. Yeah, that would explain the loss of speed. Meanwhile, Marty, two fellow Scots here. Not sure whereabout. I know where Skins lives. I'm not sure where Marty is from in Scotland, but yeah, not known for giving in, are they?
Well, Marty definitely isn't. I've had first-hand experience of racing Marty, and he is ridiculously quick driver. He'll stick on your bumper and force you into a mistake without actually touching you. But here we go. He's going to look. Is he going to go around the outside, or is he going to do a bit of a switchback, hovering around it, or is he going to even push him into Butler? Let's see. As they're heading round to the start-finish to start another lap, they're really catching Butler as well. Look,
yeah, but Butler's lost 3 places. He was in 4th. I'm just going to go back to Ekberg, as we mentioned before. So Andy's having a cracking race here. So he's got a 3-second gap over Ekberg here. This is TCR Andy, and he's slowly but surely. We're only 8.5 minutes into the race now. There's still 12 minutes to go, and he's slowly making his way onto the back of this group. If he can just find another half a second or so, then he's going to be in Marty's slipstream, which is what's key to this circuit. If he can get on the back of these and get the slipstream, then he's in a really strong spot. He's in a point scoring place at the moment. He is he's in 4th. He's the 4th independent at the moment, isn't he, Adam?
Well, he's got Haydo behind him, so he's actually 3rd independent if the others are in front.
That's right. That's right, he's 3rd.
Oh, and Tyler's towards the back, so he's actually 2nd independent then.
2nd independent, that's right, yeah.
No, he is leading. Sorry, because the Banshee's in 14th.
Oh, yes.
So he is actually leading the independents.
Absolutely brilliant for Andy. It's great to see. He had some time away from the game, so he's sort of blowing the cobwebs off, so to speak. But I'm just going to go back to the top of the grid and look at this battle here. We've got Danny still. He's closed the gap slightly, but he's still hounding Shadow. Now he is close enough. Now he's thinking about. Now he's going to take over the lead. But Shadow knows that they're completely respectful, so Shadow will let this. I say let it, but he's still keeping the inside line. Is he? Is he going to force Danny? He's going to make him go the long way round. Perfectly well defended, but Danny's got the. Ooh, tried to switch back then, but yeah, he's a wily character, is Shadow. So he's defending how he should be defending, and yeah, he's going to make it. He's not going to make it easy for Danny to get past. But I'm just going to go on board with Danny C and just. Here's the view.
It's a proper Plato and Muller battle, isn't it?
It is.
From the olden days, albeit in different cars from period, but.
Worryingly, there's plenty of grass around, which we all knew that Neil went onto and Plato liked using a lot, didn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Shadow was doing exactly what he needed to do down that pit straight. He just hugged that yellow line all the way round, forcing Danny to go to the outside, knowing that he was going to have the inside for the braking zone into T1. So he's just placing his car exactly where he needs to, and is putting all the onus on Danny to get past. So we're on board with Danny, obviously. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what the slipstream does. He's getting the run. You can see how good the slipstream's working here. Closing.
Really has got a run there. He's forced Danny to the outside.
So he's
got it done before the bus stop. That's a great move from Danny.
So now Shadow is in the prime position. So if this was the last lap, Shadow is in the prime position because he's now got the slipstream.
We'll just have another view of that from Danny's perspective. You can see him coming towards us down to the bus stop. So Danny had to get on the brakes late. He had to leave it late, but Shadow, plenty of respect. Got the move done. And basically role reversal to Shadow now hanging on the bumper of Danny C. And as we see them coming down to T1 again, now Shadow, Danny's doing the reverse now. He's doing the same to Shadow. If you're going to get past me, you're going round the outside. You're not having the inside. So, yeah, that's a tough move to get round the outside of T1. But
that was a brave move by Danny to get round the outside going into the bus stop, because it's so easy to carry too much speed.
Oh, and as you see, Shadow has made a move.
Shadow straight down the inside.
He's caught Danny napping there. Yeah,
Danny
he's caught.
Saw that coming, moved out the way, gave him plenty of room.
We've got a battle here in 4th place for, this is Matthias, has been in 3rd place for the majority of the race, but Linebus, as we can see, already purple. Hassling Matthias, and LFC Ben is reminiscent of Audio Muted's move last week, Adam. You can see these battling, and he's taking full advantage.
Lining up, isn't it?
Yeah, he's made a move on Matthias now. Can he get enough? Can he get close enough to Linebus and take advantage of this slipstream? We could see a slingshot move here. Ben could well find himself in 3rd place.
Linebus, as you say, has gone purple. Well, we've got Skins at the moment with a 55.4 as the fastest lap currently.
Skins has got the fastest lap. Incredible.
Yeah, that's an independent.
Fantastic. It just shows.
Ben. Did he actually touch the back of Linebus's car there?
But they take this in 4th. I don't know how they keep it together in 4th. I have to cut it into 3rd. Maybe that's where I'm losing my time, Adam. As we see, LFC Ben.
Losing a bit of a run.
Here's another touring car move. There's a bit of drafting going on here. Matthias using. Yeah, he's thinking about this logically, so he's giving Ben the hurry up. So he's increasing the gap behind him to Butler. So an LFC Ben has made the move on Linebus before T1. So we just come back out of this view now. Look at this. 3 abreast. Can Ben hold it on the inside? Linebus thought about the outside. But, oh, 3 abreast. This is... Yeah, and Butler and Marty. The bromance has begun again. Oh, and LFC Ben's lost it.
Oh, Ben's sideways. And he's
off. That is so unfortunate for LFC Ben. Let's just see how that happened. Did he carry too much speed into this heavy braking zone?
He was just a little bit too wide on the entry. Got on
the marbles.
Oh,
he got a tap. I think he got a tap.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. That place should be given back. I don't know who the car was behind him, but that place.
It was Linebus, I think.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that after the race. I don't think it was. It might have been a lag spike. It's very hard to distinguish what it is. But that's dropped LFC Ben down with only a second. Andy is still in the slipstream of LFC Ben. But meanwhile, Shadow is still maintaining the lead. No change in position here. Look at this. The gap is still... So I think Danny's just going to... Yeah, he's happy to sit there, like you said last time, Adam.
Yeah, I think Danny's best bet, really, even if he gets an overspeed, is to stay with Shadow through the bus stop and try and get a good run out. Because if he overtakes Shadow going into the bus stop, then Shadow's going to have the slipstream coming out of it and heading down to the start finish. So
this is going to be a nail biter, but
it's going to be interesting to see which strategy works and who's going to do what. So he's practicing here, is Danny, trying to see how much speed he can get. He's not going to get around the outside there, obviously, but you can see again with the slipstream how much overspeed these guys get.
Looks like Linebus has put his name on the podium yet again. He's found himself up in 3rd place again. So, but this is a great scrap going on behind them between Butler and Marty, as always. But Marty's on the marbles, that's dangerous. But let's just go on board. Let's just go on board with Marty. And watch this. These two, they're great friends on and off the track, but they provide so much entertainment, Adam.
Yeah, they always seem to find each other, don't they? Whatever series they're racing, they always seem to find each other. They know exactly how each other races. And this is because as Marty's desperately trying to nibble away on the bumper bar of Butler in front of him. But of course, these two fighting, it's only playing into Linebus's hands and pulling away in front of them. So They need to work together here. They've only got 3 minutes left of this race. If they work together, they can push each other back up to line bus and fight for the podium.
Just going to go down to the back of the grid. Oh, it's going from bad to worse for Tyler Mann. He's 4 seconds behind Givenchy. He's picked up a penalty. Tyler won't be happy about that. Maybe well, he was working on his car last week, and his mechanics, maybe, yeah, there might be some choice words to the mechanics when he gets back to the garage. Maybe he's got the setup slightly wrong. But Givenchy is in a bit of no man's land here. Hunting down Swifty, who's in 13th place, who's Matthias. We missed that, has dropped to 12th place after being in 3rd for the majority of the race. So, yeah, and Skins, let's just go back up to 4th place, so that's Butler and Marty. That stayed as it is, that hasn't changed, but Butler's now right on the back of line bus.
They have caught line bus, so I think Marty and Butler have worked out. They don't fight each other too hard, they can actually catch line bus, and it's exactly what they're doing. Audio Muted's got his hands full with LSC Ben behind.
So this is AKA, this is Tom and Jerry. And
I think it's a bit of Tom and Jerry up the front as well, isn't it?
Yeah, line bus is the mouse. So he's got to defend. If he defends one side, he's got to be wary, because he knows that Butler's on one side, Marty's on the other. So this is going to be
a favourable position here, because he's got the tow from both the cars in front. So
yes, he's got to be very careful here.
At the moment, 55.4 is going the way of Marty. He had the fastest lap in the feature race last time out, and he's got it in the sprint so far this one.
I'm just going to quickly go back. I want to stay on this, but I'm just going to quickly check the gap at the top. Now, Shadow's pulled out an just half a second gap. That's the biggest gap it's been for the whole race. Now, that's still not enough. That's Danny's fair. Oh, and as we see Shadow going purple in clear air, so that's pure pace
without a slipstream.
Yeah, that's pure pace. So, yeah, this is Adam pointed out. There's 40 seconds of this. The next lap is going to be the last lap. They should make it round. Well, yeah, they're going to make it round. So this is going to be the last lap. So this is where it's going to play out now. So Danny has got to basically line Shadow up now. He's got to pick his right moment. I'm sure he's had plenty of laps as Danny goes in hot there. That was really hot. So, like Adam pointed out, it's got to be done. I don't think it'll be done in the chicane. I think it'll be done as he was having a look even before they get up onto the banking. Danny's having a proper good sniff there. He's putting a Shadow under real pressure here. But Butler, meanwhile, I'm just going to quickly go back to Butler. He's managed to bag 3rd place, but Line Bus is coming back. Can Butler hold on to 3rd place for the last lap? This is going to be under real pressure. Yeah, Marty is a good shout, Adam. But he's going to get a double tow again. But can Butler defend like his race Line Bus plenty of times over at CC Sim? So he's just got to keep. This is going to be, I don't know which one to watch, Adam. Let me just go back to the leaders.
I'm going to have to go up to the top for a minute and see what's happening there. He's still gone purple with Shadow, so he's trying hard. Now this is where Danny needs to catch.
I'm just going
to close to Shadow going through the chicane and put himself in a good position on the exit to have a run to the line. So.
But if he brakes late, he's going to be a bit unstable through the chicane, and he doesn't want to pick up a penalty, because if he does, that was going to scupper his chances. He might even lose 2nd place. Now, oh, this is nail biting.
It's a very good run from Danny. He's going to have to go the long way. That's all Shadow can do is hold him tight.
Shadow is not going to give him the inside. Oh, this is going to be a drag race. I've got to keep on this. This is going to be a drag race. Has Danny got enough slipstream? This is going to be a photo finish. No!
Days of Thunder. He's going home. He's going high. I think Danny's got this.
Yeah. What a timed run. Let's just quickly go back. Can Butler do the same? This is like NASCAR's. Butler is going to hold on to 3rd. What a result for Butler. That's going to make Butler very happy. Holy smokes. I bet Shadow, I think it'd be a very mixed emotion from Shadow, because the way he was driving, that was, his name was on the trophy there, but he knew by being at the front of the
Shadow
grid.
put in the chat, knew that was going to happen. I think if he's been watching the stream, I think Danny's possibly listening to it as well. That's exactly the technique that I would have tried, but pulling it off is something completely
save
different.
the replay. I'm just going to catch up with the chat, Adam. If you run through the results for us, please.
Yeah, so Danny, perfectly timed run there at the end, proper NASCAR style, right round the outside, takes the win. As Shadow finishes in second place. Just behind them was Butler, who made a fantastic run towards the end there, climbing the positions, ended up finishing in third place. So he will be very happy with that. Line Bus dropped down into fourth at the end, but still fantastic race between those guys, as well as Marty in fifth. LFC Ben we're not quite 100% sure if it was a tap or whether it was just a spin, but he will be disappointed finishing down in sixth place. Audio Muted, bit of a recovery drive, but managed to get through into seventh place. And Ekberg as well. He had a lowly qualifying position, but he ended up finishing in eighth place. And then on to the next page, if you wouldn't mind, Jimmy.
Yeah.
My stream is paused, so I can't actually see the next.
You got it now?
No, my stream is paused for some reason.
Okay,
I think it's because you're not in OBS. If you'll have to read the next part out because I can't see it.
Sorry.
There we are. That's better. So in ninth place, fantastic result there by Andy, finishing in ninth place. He is the lead independent, so that's a independent win there for Andy. Hado in 10th place. He'll be a bit disappointed, but it's a good recovery drive considering his mistake early on. Skins finishing in 11th place. Swifty in 12th. Cavanci on his return to the championship, finishing in 13th place. Matthias, he will be disappointed with that. He was right up the front at one point. We didn't see what happened. He's dropped down into 14th, and Tyler bringing up the rear in 15th place.
Well, I just want to say, I was in the YouTube chat then. That's why, Adam, we're relying on a shared screen. So, yeah, that was my mistake. But what a race from start to finish! I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. I didn't know where to look. But speaking of, oh God, that was it was frantic all the way through. I think they'll all be breathing a sigh of relief after that one, Adam.
Well, they need a bit of a rest, don't they?
They do.
Going into this next one, because we've got twice the length and we've got pit stops to worry about. So this one's really going to be hectic now.
Oh, so I'm going to open the feature race lobby. So I need everybody to tick in. Oh, hold on a minute. Before I do that, I know what I didn't do. I just need to get a screenshot of the results, otherwise I won't be able to set the grid. That was a close one, Adam.
Skins in the chat saying that he hit the invisible barrier into turn one, so that would explain a little bit of his misfortune.
Right, well, that's what I was mentioning right at the start. Now, I thought PD would have fixed this, but obviously it would appear they haven't.
You say that, but they still haven't fixed the warning about fuel when there's no fuel issues.
Yeah, so that's another strange one, isn't it? Right. Well, I'm going to open the feature race lobby. This is where you look away, Adam.
Yep.
So I'm going to load this. Obviously, with it only being one layout, this is the feature race. This is the 40-minute feature race with tyres and fuel. So none of them know what the figures are for the tyres and fuel until this moment now. So they'll all be looking. I'm just going to alter that back to 1. They'll all be looking. This is what they've been waiting for. I nearly read it out then, Adam. That would have been a bit silly, wouldn't it?
A bit pointless.
Right, so they are, ladies and gentlemen, that's what they're up against. So, and the new rule now is they start with 80 litres of fuel. They don't. It was 85 last season, so it just alters the strategy a little bit. Just making sure I've got the It was something to do with the aspiration last. Yeah, that's all right. That's okay, fine. Now, the only what they've got to use with it being a dry race, they must use the racing soft tyres at some point during the race. There is no lap limit. They can use it for 1 lap, 2 laps, or they can use it for 8. But if they can get 8 out of it, I'll be amazed. But there's no lap limit. They've just got to use it. So without any further jabbering from me, I'm going to open this room and I need everybody to tick in. I'm just going to go on mute for a second. I need to burp.
Everybody loading in, thankfully.
Brilliant stuff. Right. Okie doke. Well, while I'm setting the grid, I'm going to leave you with a little video that we've put together for an event that's coming up. So sit back, get a cup of tea, enjoy this, and I will see you back here in about just over 3 minutes. Well, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. There is the Porsche event coming up. We're just going to quickly go to the results. Sorry, not the results. We're going to go to the score sheets, and my good friend Adam Barth will run through the Drivers' Championship first. Well, Jimmy takes a comfort break. Can I leave that in your capable hands, Adam?
You can, but I can't see. I've got the start poster up for some reason.
You can now.
There we are. That's better. Right. So this is the overall drivers' standings. Clayjax leads it at the moment on 22 points. Obviously, he was a stand-in, but he still scores his own points. Danny is in second place on 17, with Marty in third place on 15. Then we've got a tie for fourth between Shadow and Linebus on 14 points apiece. Matthias is in sixth with 8. Audio Muted on 7 points in seventh place, with Swifty, Butler, and Haydo making up the top 10, and that's in the overall drivers' standings. And then when we move on to the next screen, if Jimmy's there listening, we can change it, please. No, okay. I'll go by my bit of paper until he comes back. So Danny is actually leading the supers at the moment on 10 points, with Marty and Linebus is on 7 points. Ekberg is on 3 points, with Swifty on 3 points as well in the supers. And then in the tokers, Shadow is leading that one on 8 points. Excuse me. No, he isn't, is he? Because that's Clayjax who's leading that one, but he's obviously, we don't take him into consideration at the moment. Shadow will technically be leading that one on 8 points. Matthias is on 5 points. Audio is on 4 points, and then Butler is on 3 points. Are you still there, Jimmy, or have you
I
still
have
gone
just
for a
joined
comfort
now.
break?
Yeah, I was just going to put up these here for you.
There we are. That's better. I was doing most of that from my bit of paper, so that's okay.
Impressive,
And then
Adam.
I had it to hand. And then on the indie side of things, Haydo is leading on 10 points, with Tyler in second on 6. Andy is also on 6 points in third, with Skins and Cavanchi bringing up our 4th and 5th. So that's our points there for the supers, for the tokers, and the independents. And then as we move over onto the manufacturers, Vauxhall leading the way at the moment on 20 points. Audi is in second on 17. Chevrolet and Ford and Nissan all on 14 points. So, yeah, it is right. I checked it 3 times because I wasn't sure about it either. But yeah, they're all on 14 points. Honda is there in 8 with 8 points, followed by Seat, Peugeot, BMW, and Volvo, and that's your top 10 or all the manufacturers. And then the Supers versus Toka battle is absolutely even Stevens at the moment. So the way that one works is the top 3 scorers in either category. It's only the top 3 that score from each category. So there's 6 points on for the winner, all the way down to 1 point for third place, for 6th place. I do apologise. So yeah, that's they're all equal at the moment on the Toka versus Super battle. Obviously, this is all after Brands Hatch. It doesn't take into consideration the results of the sprint race at the moment. But that's how everything stands currently as we headed into Daytona. It's all going to be changed after this.
Expertly done as always, Adam. And I thought, do you know what? For a minute, I thought you were doing that from memory, which I wouldn't have been. I knew you probably could have done that anyway, because I mean, I leave the points.
Not quite.
I'm good at the maths, but Adam's devised the scoring system for this season, and yeah, it's he sits there punching away at his calculator and tapping away, and just sends me over the scores, and I do the easy bit. I just put it onto a poster. But it's for a 3-way fight for 3rd place in the manufacturers. Yes. Well, that's, as Adam said, it's not a live score sheet. This is purely after round 1. So we're going to head back over to Daytona, and they're currently now testing the tyre wear and the fuel usage. Probably. So it's a good job we can't hear in car, isn't it, Adam? I'm sure there'll be a few expletives because they know what I'm like.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut across to Daytona. So yeah, they'll probably be shouting, "Damn you, Jimmy! Why do you have to do that? Oh, look at this!" So yeah, well, I'm saying that 2 laps, Adam. Look at the tyres.
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, bearing in mind this is going to depend slightly on what fuel level they've got on and on what downforce they've got set as well. That's all going to come into play with their tyre wear. So, as Jimmy alluded to at the beginning, they're only on 80 litres at the start of this race, rather than a full tank. So that all affects the strategy. And obviously, if they're running around in the slipstream as well, they can possibly be a bit lighter on the throttle, proper NASCAR style, so conserve fuel in the middle of the pack. So everything comes into play around here. This is going to be an absolutely fascinating feature race. It gave us a headache at Brands Hatch, so God knows what's going to happen on this one.
It did, yeah. Just going to give them a quick heads up that the race is starting soon. Just going to give them an extra minute. So I'm sure they'll have worked out. They know roughly the multiplier between the softs and the hards. Obviously, the faster tyre is the soft, but they're going to be making their mind up now. How long are they going to get out of this tyre? So
the difficulty that they've had, obviously, if they've been testing throughout the week. Last week they knew what circuit they were going to be running at. They've been testing, but they've not been able to test on the actual settings that you've put on the lobby because they didn't know what it is. So it's all been guesswork. So they've still got to try and work it out on the fly. And from all the chat that you were talking about before, it sounds like the hard tyre isn't really the favoured tyre. It seems like it's too slow. So we probably won't see that one running tonight, but you never know. Somebody might utilise it, go for a really long strategy. We've seen it work before.
We have, and Marty deployed that strategy last week at Brands Hatch. We thought, has he had some sort of issue? What's going on? And we didn't realise for about 10 minutes that he was actually on the hards. And he went for the long game. And it worked. It worked last week for Marty because he finished 4th. Did he finish 4th in the end? It was a very close. Yeah, it was a very close battle. So, as we see there, LSC Benz managed to get 5 laps out of the softs. I don't think you get another. Depends how far they take them. So they've got 5 laps on each at the moment. So, right. Well, I am going to come out of this now and you give the usual. Let's have a clean race, good race. Good luck.
Our defending champion Clayjax is in the chat and he's saying the tyres are going to be dying all over the place. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Judging by those practice laps that we've just seen, the tyres are going to be a key element to this.
I'm not going to go to the YouTube chat, Adam, because you can't see the screen then. As we see LFC Ben there with his pit crew coming out, he's changing his tyres. So I'm just going to put quickly here, choose. Hopefully this. Let's just see if this works now. I should have it in here. And as predictable, no, I haven't. Right, okay, that's fine. I'll have to put starting. Ignore the typo. It's choose starting tyres and just give them a chance to get the tyres that they want on for the start of the race. I don't want to start it. They must use the softs. I can't emphasise that enough. If they do not use the softs, the game, not Jimmy, will be issuing a penalty, and it's a 1-minute penalty. So that's for failure to use the softs. They will be, but I'm pretty certain that everybody's going to be using. It's going to be 2 tyres, like Adam said. So I can't see anybody picking that penalty up. But they must use the softs at some point during the race. Doesn't matter for how long. They've just got to use them. So we're getting all. So, Adam, over to you, sir.
Okay, so we've had a fantastic sprint race, but here we are for the feature race. It's double the length, but we've now got tyre wear, we've now got fuel wear, and we've now got a setting sun as well. So let's see what happens. Strategy will come into play in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it going. Remember, it is a rolling start, and we've got Tyler on pole position with Matthias in second and Cavanci in third. So it should make the run down to T1.
I've just noticed that the battle that. Sorry to interrupt your talk over you there, Adam. But the 2 first and second place on the grid at the moment is the first and second place for the championship in the Independents last season. Let's see what happens in T1.
Tyler's going to want his revenge then.
He is. Let's just see what happens. This could be fireworks. As we see him here, rolling down the start now, down the main straight. How has Tyler got that much of a gap?
No idea.
What's happened there?
Managed to jump. Well, everybody else is away.
Is that a glitch? I don't know.
I'm wondering whether it is, and I don't know whether it is a glitch because
Matthias has gone straight on.
Matthias has gone. I'm wondering whether he's ready. Tyler's stopped.
Hang on a second. Should we do a restart? Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Might have to do a restart on that one. I'm wondering whether Matthias has gone for a comfort break and wasn't expecting it to start.
Let's see if they get the message. Everybody, if you got the stream, everybody exit, please. I'm going to do a restart because there's something funny going on at the start there. Yeah, good stuff.
Well, it did look like a fantastic start from Tyler. So
I was stuck in freak. Oh, it's that glitch. It starts when you're looking at the front of the car. Swifty, please exit immediately. Kivanchi, exit immediately. I'm not watching the stream. I'm not gonna. Can you tell me? Where's Swifty? Can't find Swifty. Right, Swifty. Where's Kivanchi? Can't find Kivanchi here. There.
Kivanchi, top left.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Good stuff. Right. Everybody get in the cars again. Have I got to reset the grid? No.
No, looks like the top three are the same.
That's right. Because let's have a look. Let's. Yeah, that's right. So Danny, Shadow, Butler, Linebus, Martin. Yeah, that's right.
Everybody's in.
Everybody's in. Right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not running a race. I'm not continuing a race that was unfair. I hope this glitch doesn't happen again. If not, if it does happen again, I will restart it and change it to a grid. I might actually do that. Shall I change it to a grid start, Adam? To take away the glitch.
Give it one more go. Give it one more go. See what happens, and then if it does, then yeah, we can.
Right, take two.
Do a grid start.
Here we go. Second time for the feature race here with Jimmy Codger Racing, live at Daytona. Let's see if this.
Tyler's going to be swearing at the flag man, isn't he? Because he's got a fantastic start.
I had a 4-second gap then. Yeah, let's just see.
In fairness to Tyler, he did pull over at the bottom.
That's great to see.
Turn one, so. Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen.
Because I didn't see the lights come on either, or the countdown.
The lights did come on, but pretty much as Tyler was going over the start-finish line, so that's when it did the countdown.
This
They're all
looks
away
better.
Together now. This looks better, so we should be good this time. We'll soon know because if Matthias goes straight on, we'll know. But yeah, that's a much better start.
That looks better.
Away this time.
Right.
Tyler will be
Hold on to your
seats.
He's
not got as big a gap as he did last time, but with a rolling start, it should be a better entry into T1. Although the guys at the back are going to have a slipstream, so it could still all go wrong. But everybody looks like they're through cleanly, and Tyler and Matthias, they're continuing their battle from last season. I wonder where Matthias disappeared to then. He went round the outside. Tyler's left him some space. Does that mean Matthias has got the inside? They're side by side through this left kink. And Matthias has got the lead.
But Tyler's got the inside. Tyler's got the inside line.
Around the outside, got the inside on this one. Brave on the brakes.
Tyler won't be giving an inch here. He'll be... Yeah, but that's a clever move by Matthias. It's got him on the inside, going up onto the banking.
Yeah, and this is just slowing them down because they've now got the entire...
Oh, but Tyler's managed to... Yeah, Matthias went wide. He's caught him napping as Tyler, but Kivanchi's there. We know Swifty is right on the tail. I'm just going to go on board with Swifty. Look at this.
Tyler should be used to this being an American at Daytona.
Yeah, do you know what?
Everybody right up behind him, pushing him round.
I'm not sure this is one of his favourite tracks, you know.
But we'll find out when he goes through the chicane, won't we?
I'm just going to have to come out of this view for the chicane. Look at this as they all file through the chicane. Nicely done, everybody. Look at that.
I've seen them all off. Great move there by Tyler. Oh, he's got a little bit sideways. Hopefully he didn't get a penalty.
Swifty has capitalised on that and put him in Patrick Watts' Peugeot 406. And Skins is there. I think they're going to work together here. So Skins is pushing. It's in their own interest not to. Well, they're going to have to fuel save with the 80 litres, so they want to get as far as they can now.
I suspect Tyler got a penalty there because he's starting to drop.
Oh, here we go. Look at Haydo. A bit of contact. We had a bit of contact.
Haydo's gone.
Haydo's gone again. Oh, what's happened there? Trying to win it, or trying to make a move. That's very unlucky for Haydo. I'm sure it's going to be an interesting. Oh yeah.
Speed tried to go round the outside and just misjudged it.
Oh, luckily. Well, that's very unfortunate. But that was a bit of a brave move at that point of the circuit. So that's changed Haydo's strategy. He's picked up damage now. That will disappear in about 20, I think about 20 or 30 seconds. But that's, yeah. So that's a bit a bit annoying for Andy as well, because he was the innocent victim of that. He got sent spinning into the infield. So
Andy was just minding his own business at the bottom of the track there, and then everything all just kind of concertinaed up in front of him, and he had nowhere to go. So that was just a complete misjudgment there from Haydo, unfortunately. He had a head of speed on the cars in front of him, nowhere to go, just tagged the back of the Peugeot, and that was it.
It was a classic NASCAR, as they say, a NASCAR wreck.
It really was, wasn't it? It was the big one, but it came early on in the race.
Well, hopefully they all learn from that, and it can't. It's an endurance race. Can't be won on lap one. Yes, they want to make moves, but yeah, all I ask for is a little bit more patience. But we found LFC Ben out in front now, closely followed by Swifty, and Cavanci is in third place. Now that's. Yeah, he is definitely the lead independent at the moment, and Ekberg is in a great fourth place at the moment, I've just spotted. So he's ignored it. This is the glitch that Adam was on about, the low fuel warning. That will come into play, but not at this early stage. As we see Skins and Tyler trying to go around the outside of Ekberg there. That's not going to work. It's going to be very tricky to get around the outside. They managed to all keep it on the black stuff, as LFC Ben is getting swamped in the background there.
What's happened to LFC Ben? Wonder whether Ben actually got a penalty and he's lost momentum.
I'm not sure if that's. I'm not sure if we're going to get it. Let's just see if we can go back and get it. Because he was in the lead. No, it's too late. He's got swamped there, but Swifty had got the move done. My word, he got swamped by 3 cars into one corner.
Not really sure what happened there, but Tyler absolutely got muscled out. He had to run a speed around the outside, and then found himself with a slowing down LFC Ben. He couldn't go anywhere apart from the outside, and then he's tumbled back down the order. He's down in 8th at the moment, so that's unfortunate for Tyler.
Let's have a quick. Let's just check in with Butler. Now Shadow, I've just seen in the background there, Shadow's already made his way up to 7th place from effectively back of the grid. Danny C is not, Tyler has lost out in that, so Tyler must have had a coming together, because Tyler was right at the front. So Butler's desperately trying to get on the back of this group here. He's 3 laps in and his tyres are approaching 50% worn. So Shadow's got Tyler all over the back of him. That's we don't say that in the same sentence much, do we, Adam?
But I'd say Tyler got hung out to dry into that first corner with slowing down LFC Ben. So that's how he's found himself behind these guys. But if he can hook onto the back of Shadow, we know how quick Shadow is, so that'll pull Tyler along with him. Tyler might be able to save a little bit of fuel behind him as well down these fast sections. But Shadow's all over the back of Butler. Well, I bet Butler was rubbing his hands together when he saw that crash in front of him, because
I
he
bet he
can
was.
start selling all the eBay parts, can't he?
He's going to make a fortune after this. He'll be up and down the paddock with a wheelbarrow.
Well, when the photo's gone off, Skins was off to the right-hand side there, I think I saw. Not Skins, sorry. Who am I on about? Who was driving the Peugeot?
Swifty.
Swifty, sorry. Swifty was off
Right.
to the right there, so...
I will catch that. I've got it recorded. I will catch that at some point. We'll go back to that, but that's promoted LFC Ben into the lead. Let's just come back out of this view. Sorry for the jumping, but Skins in second place. What a drive from Skins. I know he started at the front of the grid, but he's certainly holding his own. And Ekberg there in fourth place. And Butler's now managed to make up another place into fifth place. He's managed to get past Shadow. So, when do you think the first flurry of pit stops, Adam? I'm predicting they're good on fuel, aren't they? But the tyres, it's the tyres. I want to see what the first top three are on.
Those that are on the soft tyres, then anybody who's on the soft tyres, we saw in practice, they won't go in much longer than 5 laps. So
that's right.
They'll probably end this one and go on to the next one, and then that'll be it, depending on how hard they've been on their tyres.
And meanwhile, Danny C, as we see, has now overtaken Tyler, and he's latched onto the back. Well, he's hunting down Shadow, but Danny C is all. The majority of the field, Adam, is on soft tyres. So
I'm wondering whether they're just going to get that tyre out of the way, knowing that it's not wearing very well. But it's interesting to see how much wear you're going to get on the mediums as well. And is anybody going to go on for the hard tyres? They weren't favouring it in the practice and the build-up to this race.
Just going to check in with the back of the grid. Andy is maybe he's having some issues. Is he coming into the pits? Maybe he's got car trouble.
Haydo there, still trying to make up time.
Let's just see if we can check it. Let's just see if we can get that with Swifty and see what happened.
Right, he's just run a little bit wide and then got on the curb, and it's just pulled him off to the edge of the circuit.
Pulled him off to the grass.
So he's at the back. I'm surprised Haydo didn't actually pit, to be honest. When he had that incident, I know it's early on in the race, but he could have taken that opportunity to pit. He would have used the soft tyres because he started on them. He could have then just pitted, tanked it up, and gone on to the medium tyres and run those for the rest of the race. But he stayed out. Swifty, after that incident, has found himself at the back, but it's all closing up at the front, isn't it? LFC Ben has disappeared, but everybody else, Shadow, has already made it up into third.
Correct. That's from the back of the grid, but Skins has held off these guys here. I mean, LFC Ben he's dropped the hammer, so to speak. He's got a 2-second gap over Skins, but he's put the hammer down. But yes,
these drivers pitting this lap.
I can.
Look at those tyres.
It's either this or the next lap, but I think you're going to see. I think Shadow might peel off. Yeah, it's going to be a flurry of pit stops. But Cavanchi's maintaining a fourth place. Look at this for a pack here, Adam. Ekberg is having a really good race.
If they all decide to pit. No, they've carried on. Somebody's in. Butler's in, I think.
So we've got the leader in.
Yeah. Most of them have flurried in.
So we've got LFC Ben coming in from the lead. Now he's getting rid of his soft tyres, as Adam predicted this lap. That was a good shout from Adam there. So his pit crew coming out. I'm assuming now. What do you think, Adam? Another set of softs? Make up the pace, or do you think he'll go for...
I would have thought he's going to go for a full tank of fuel and then mediums. And then run those mediums as far into the race as he possibly can. Put the fuel map up high, pick up a bit of pace. Let's see what he does. It doesn't tell us
great view of the car there.
What their tyres are going to be, unfortunately. Let's see, as he comes out of the pits, has he gone for the mediums? Has he gone for the softs? Oh, he's stayed on the softs.
He's done what I thought he might do. Bit of pace, and he's going to use... He's probably going to use the mediums for the lap. Well, he will. He'll use the medium. Can he do it all on softs, Adam? I don't think so.
I don't know. He'll end up having to do another couple of pit stops, won't he? Because we've still got 28 minutes to go, so he's going to have to do another pit stop.
Yeah, I think.
And he didn't fully fuel the car either.
But Danny has stayed out an extra lap. Did you say he didn't fully fuel the car, Adam?
LFC Ben did not fully fuel the car.
Maybe he's thinking weight and the extra wear on the tyres, but Danny is definitely going to have to come in this lap, and he has got Tyler in a live second place, but Tyler is going to be following Danny in, and I'm sure these are going to be the next round of pit stops here, because Tyler hasn't pitted, but Tyler's going for the move on Danny C. He's just doing this for...
Well,
why not?
He might as well. Why not?
But Danny, look at this, indicating into the pits. Yeah, this is brilliant. So Tyler's actually come off the mediums, only for 6 laps.
Yeah,
that's a bit worrying, isn't it? So what?
Well, he's pitting.
He's pitting for fuel.
He's got enough on the tyres, so he's pitting for fuel.
That's a good indication of what the mediums would do then. So
Marty stayed out, so I'm wondering whether Marty was on the mediums at the start. Audio Muted has stayed out as well, so
they're on the mediums.
They're on the mediums. So they're going to be coming in the next lap or so.
Oh no, Audio Muted's on the softs. He's done wow. Look at his fuel.
He's done well on fuel, but he's not got any tyres left. He's already on the rims, so he's going to be hemorrhaging time anyway.
Now then, LFC Ben's back out. We're just going to have to keep an eye on LFC Ben. He was the first to pit. He's already gone past the pit straight now, so he's back in a live 3rd position. And Skins is also... Skins hasn't... I didn't see Skins come in. He has come in. He's on mediums. And he's not fully fueled the car either. Yeah, Ben really underfueled the car, didn't he?
Yeah, he was about 3/4 tank, so...
Wow.
Interesting, because we obviously don't know what fuel map they're running.
That's annoying, isn't it? We can't see that.
For those of you who aren't familiar with the game, you've got an option to adjust the fuel map, so how much power the car's producing, anywhere between 1 and 6, 1 being the most powerful and 6 being the least powerful. But of course, if it's on 6, you're not very fast in the straight. So some of the drivers do adjust it throughout the lap, others just set it to a setting and run the whole thing. We can't see that, unfortunately.
I think the place where they'll be fuel saving, they'll be making it up on the straights, but they might be fuel saving on the infield, just to get that little bit of fuel saving per lap.
Yeah, just a little bit of lift and coast as well. All adds up over the course of the lap.
It certainly does. Look at him attacking that chicane. That's close to a penalty. I'm hoping. He's on a mission, is LFC Ben. Great to see him back on the grid. He's trying to snatch that fastest lap off Danny C, because he knows this is his only chance to do it, because you're not going to do it on the mediums. So if he can get this fastest lap now, then Danny's not going to have another opportunity to do it. I wouldn't have thought. But meanwhile, Audio Muted is in. I'm looking for tram lines in the track now, Adam. I'm expecting to see grooves when he goes back out from his rims.
Is he paying for his own tyres? Because if he is, he's getting his...
It looks that way, doesn't it?
Perhaps he needs to enter into a deal with Butler to get some second-hand tyres off of eBay.
Yeah, I think Butler will bump the prices up if it's Audio Muted.
Well, Butler will be selling them second-hand.
So let's just see what Audio Muted goes on to. Let's just see just to stay with Audio Muted, and let's just see what, if he puts a full tank in. I think he will. Yeah, full tank now. He's onto the mediums. Okie dokie, he's come out just behind Givenchy. So, has Givenchy pitted? He has, so it's a live position. Okay, so that's live. So Marty is definitely going to have to come in this lap, and he's got a healthy gap. He's not going to keep the lead, but LFC Ben is 20. Yeah, he hasn't pitted yet. Marty's the last to pit. I'm not sure if Butler...
We know what Marty's like on his strategy. He did it at Brands Hatch, and he's trying it again here. Stay out as long as possible.
But the thing I've
noticed... He does favour that.
I was just going to say, this car's actually got 7 gears. So that is a big bonus for saving fuel. So that's Marty in from the lead. So let's just go back to LFC Ben, as he's coming round the banking now. He's approaching the chicane.
No, he's approaching the start finish.
Sorry, no, he's going the penultimate corner, so he is. He's definitely... Yeah, he's going to snatch the lead back. You went a bit quiet then, Adam. I'm not complaining.
Here. I was trying to work out where they all are on the track, but is Marty going to get out in time, because he's got that pack absolutely bearing down on him.
He's not started fueling yet, so that's no. LFC Ben. He's just fueling up now, so he's now, yeah, that's good. He's gone on to another set of mediums by the looks of things. I could be wrong. So Skins is still in second place. That's incredible. What a drive from Skins. This is Skins. He's been in the series before, Adam, in season 3 as a reserve, briefly when we run the BMWs, and he was a very solid driver then. And he's been messaging me. He's been putting the practice in. So, and it's showing. To be in a live second place, that's incredible. And he's got Butler and Danny C hunting him down, as we can see in the background here. This is not what I'd like to see, Adam.
Well, I've had plenty of experience of having Butler.
Yeah, you have
as well. So
I've seen it from the other side. I've seen it. I've seen him in the distance.
Very long, that's for sure. He follows me and then catches me and then passes me, and then I don't see him again. So it's
even in the minis, Adam. I thought you had the better of him in the minis.
We weren't in the same class. That's probably why I was in the faster class at the time. But yeah, it's not a pleasant feeling having Butler hunt you down, and the fact that he's dragging Danny C along with him as well.
But he's
I would not want to be Skins in this position.
He's an ultra respectful driver, and he's a tough cookie, is Butler. He won't go for a silly move, but look at this. I'm just going.
Look at that as well. Ekberg is in 5th. He's dropped down to 6th place. He's breaking the track.
You've dropped off again, Adam.
He's still here.
As Danny manages to get past Skins.
Danny inside. Yes, Butler has now got past, so that was the double toe there that was working quite nicely. It was working against Skins, but that's seen Butler go past, and he's taken Danny with him now.
But what we did miss was Shadow picking up the fastest lap. So, yeah, LFC Ben, maybe that was one of his ploys, to put the softs on to try and get the fastest lap, betting that people wouldn't go on a second set of softs, which he was right in one instance, but he's not managed to get the fastest lap. Now, Shadow, yeah, Shadow's been showing the pace, especially in the sprint race, and yeah, so there's a chance. Now, these mediums, so the majority of the field are on mediums now.
Whatever strategy Tyler's on, he's managed to make up a few places as well. He's up into 7th now. He's got Ekberg in front of him.
Let's check in with Tyler.
So Tyler's on the racing soft still, doing good on fuel, tucked in behind the Volvo of Ekberg. This will be helping his fuel down here as well. Is he going to go for a move? Left or right? Which way is he going to go? He's going to go for it down the inside.
He's got the better tyres, because I think Ekberg's on the mediums. Tyler's on the soft, so he's got a better grip. Because Tyler started on the mediums. It's a nice clean move. Oh, was that a bit of air then? Did I see air?
Over the curb.
Let's have a see if we can.
Well, he is sponsored by Airwaves, so it's quite fitting if he did get air.
Oh, nearly.
Oh, no, it was Ekberg jumped the curb as well. They're trying to save mileage, aren't they?
And see, Tyler's coming into the pits now, and LFC Ben, I just noticed, has flashed up on the screen. So that's another 5 laps for LFC Ben. So this is going to be, it's got to be a set of mediums for LFC Ben, surely.
Well, they've got 20 minutes left to this race, just under. So the length of the sprint race left.
Hang on a minute.
Halfway through.
I'm just going to pinch myself. I'm not seeing Butler and Marty next to each other on the grid. what's going on the timing tower. Butler is now in the lead on a really good set of softs. He's not... Yeah, just check the fuel level.
In fact.
Another set of mediums for Butler. Let's just see what the fuel is compared to Danny. He's got a lot more fuel. So Danny's in a really strong position here. So Danny, maybe Butler under-fueled for less wear.
Marty's stretched out his first stint, didn't he? On the softs, so he
did. So he's going to have an even better set.
He will come in. He will come into play at the end of the race.
That's right.
We've got Shadow really catching up on Danny now, and he's dragging Skins along with him.
So Shadow and Danny are in a really strong point. So Butler's a little bit vulnerable here because he's in free air, so he's not got the benefit of any slipstream to save fuel. He's having to keep the pace. These two are laughing. These two are rubbing their hands here because they know, yeah, this it all depends what fuel they put in at the end. I've got a feeling. I watched this one year, Adam, last year back at Charlotte Raceway over in America. Watched the NASCARs, and the only way, I said it to my good friend Nick, the only way that they're going to win the race is if one of them underfuels. They did it, and one of them, the underfueled, run out. He must have put a few litres less, but he had to pit again. So this is neck and neck. This is great to watch. Really see the discs going in.
And got round the outside of Butler.
He has. He's managed to take the lead now.
Into second place.
But Butler's got slightly better tyres, I think. There's not a lot. There's not a lot in it. Oh, Butler loses it on that. He's managed to keep hold of it. He's not going to like me for this, but I'm going to have to get that on the stream. Let's just see what happens here with Butler.
Yeah, I think he kept a bit of a tighter line because he had Shadow on the outside of him. He put the power down and the back end just went, and then got a bit of a tank slapper.
Just
missed him. Held onto it. Well held though.
Very well held. It's dropped him a few positions down. He's lost 2 places for that. Skins, incredibly, is up into 3rd place now. Oh look, he's done it on purpose to be with Marty.
He did. I was just about to say that. He was missing his mate, so he thought I'll back up a little bit. And well, Marty pushed him to the podium in the sprint race. So I'm wondering if they're going to start working together again. Marty's in a good position because of his strategy. He went a lot longer in that first stint. So he'll come.
That's right.
Back. There we go. Bit of a bump. Help you down straight a little bit.
Ekberg is closely right on the back of Marty here. So yeah, so Ekberg's got he's in a good spot here. He's got a double toe from Marty and Butler. So is this where we see? I'm just going to go quickly to the top of the grid and just see if Danny has managed. He's not managed to drop the hammer, but he's managing to keep these mediums. As you see, Skins coming in from 3rd place. Now he's come in for fuel. He's getting an early cut now, so I can see another set of medium. This is a good shout by Skins because they are going to have to make another stop. So Skins has decided he probably could have gone for one more lap, but I think he's decided to go for the undercut, and Haydo's followed him in. So I can see Skins going on another set of mediums here with 15 minutes left of the race. That's a good 7 to 8 laps, so it makes sense to put another set of mediums on. So this is putting him in a really good spot.
A bit of clear air, shouldn't it?
Yeah, which is also, it's a downside, it's clear air, so he's not managed to save the fuel, but he's not in any battles. He's not having to push and put extra load on the tyres. So this is a really good shout for Skins. He's had a really good race. He's just come down just behind Audio Muted now. We know the top runners are not going to get they won't get to the end of the race. So everybody's going to have to make a second pit stop, as we see Tyler in the background there in 11th place. He's having a great race, Tyler is. So I'm just going to see is Tyler the lead independent at the moment? Because Skins, I'm just going to quickly go to...
Skins is leading it at the moment.
No, he is. Skins is behind Tyler.
Skins behind Tyler, is he? My mistake.
Yeah, let's just go to audio muted. Yeah, 10th. Oh no, sorry, you're right, Adam. I take it back. Yeah, so Tyler's in second place for the Independents at the moment, which is, yeah, he's going to be very happy with that.
Well, Skins on those fresher tyres is blasting past audio muted at the moment. And he's good on fuel as Line Bus is pitting. That'll be mainly for fuel, but he will change tyres as well.
Yeah, so they're not making the mediums. The fuel is the key thing here.
Butler's in.
They're all coming in.
Swifty's in. So, yeah, this is where it cycles round again.
That's right, but LFC Ben came in. He was one of the first stops. LFC Ben. He put another set of softs. I'm just curious to see. Let's just see where Ben's up to.
Ben's currently running 4th.
Yeah, on his softs.
He's still on the racing softs, so he'll have to pit one more time because there's still 12 minutes to go. He's not going to make those last 12 minutes. But will he go on to mediums, or will he just do another run of softs?
Either that, or he'll follow Marty's grooves that he left, audio muted's grooves that he left in the track. It'd be like on tram lines.
Yeah, he won't have to steer, will he? Just use the throttle and the brake.
Yeah, just follow the lines the grooves that audio muted left when he went on rims on 3 of the 4 tyres. So
like a Scalextric, wouldn't
it? Yeah, it will be. But yeah, this is. Yeah, Ben's in a pretty strong place at the moment. He's got a good gap. He hasn't quite got a pit stop gap between himself and Skins, but Skins is on the. He may be on the slower tyre, but he's on the mediums, but they're in good nick. So Ben's gonna have to make use of these softs. He'll be giving it everything here to try and open this gap up now, as we see it increasing. So he's got a 10-second gap to Marty now. Adam touched on this before. Marty was one of the late stoppers.
Ooh.
Sorry, did you pick something up then, Adam?
I was just saw LFC Ben kind of cut over the chicane a little bit. I thought he might get a penalty out of that one. We haven't seen the remnants of it yet. No, he got away with it. It looked from the helicam that he took a lot of curb. We can't see it on the replay there, unfortunately.
Oh, he did take a lot of curb. Yeah, he got away with it.
He knows exactly where to place the car to not get the penalty and get the maximum run out of the corner.
And here we are. You see him using 7th gear. That's the only difference with these cars this season, Adam. We've not had the car with that, which is obviously going to help with the fuel saving.
Ben's going to have to come in at the end of this lap, I think, because of those tyres, if not the fuel.
Well, he'd be hemorrhaging time on those tyres now. It's not going to be advantageous to stay out. He has increased the gap by a second. So the pit loss is approximately, from start to finish, about 40 seconds. Maybe a touch more.
10 minutes left in this race. See him going onto the spot. Fuel up as much as he needs to do. Because he's only going to get 5 laps. That's all he needs.
You keep going quiet, Adam. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know why. I'm still here. But yeah, so we've got LFC Ben. Then
yeah, you're muffled. I don't know why, Adam.
I don't know why.
That's better. Whatever you've done then, unless you're holding your phone funny, I don't know. Or you're covering the mic.
No.
That's better now. Yeah, that's a good shout, Adam. I didn't think of that. But well, I thought someone might do the whole race on softs. But if he manages to do that, he's going to be in a really strong position at the end of the race. But he needs, he could do with doing one more lap, but he's not going to be able to.
He's got penalty as well.
He has that time. Shadow has now taken the lead, but Shadow's in the pit and Danny in the pits. Now, right, okay, so where's Marty? Marty's staying out, so he's just approaching the pits now. He's going to be, he's the leader of the race. We know how good Marty is on.
The pit. There's no way he's going to make those last another 9 minutes.
I don't know. We've seen it before. I can't see that. Well, he's going to prove us wrong now, isn't he?
4 laps, isn't it? It's another 4 laps on those mediums with that much left. I can't see it.
I don't think he's going to do it on fuel, to be honest. I think fuel, he could put it in map 6, but that's not going to work. So line bus, let's just see where line bus is. Line bus has pitted. Right, now line bus is good to the end on a set of softs. Now he's in a really strong position, but Skins is hunting him down on a set of mediums. Now, it all depends where Danny C has come out now. Right into the path of, right in Shadow's sights.
Racing softs as well.
So Danny's on softs. Shadow is also on softs. This, I think Shadow's out for. This is going to be a showdown after last time. Maybe do you think we can see a repeat?
He's
going to get his own back, isn't he?
In the first race, isn't he? Yeah, definitely.
I think Shadow is going to be content to let Danny. He's going to use Danny's fuel, Danny's tyres, save his. He may well be in a lower fuel map or a higher fuel map, and keep in that gap, and then pounce exactly how Danny did. I'm not scripting it, but yeah, we know what these are like. But Danny's in a I think Danny will be well aware of that, because Shadow said, "Oh, I knew it was going to happen." So we'll just go back. But Tyler, I'm just going to check in with Tyler. So Tyler is in. He's good to the end on a set of mediums. So he is the second place independent at the moment, which he'll be relieved to see Haydo. Not maliciously, he'll be another one rubbing his hands to see Haydo has suffered a little bit from that move, but he's only 3 cars back. But the leader is in from the pits with a 29-second gap, so that's Danny C is going to inherit the lead. Yeah, so it's going to be a repeat of the sprint race. I do like this livery. It does stand out, Adam, doesn't it?
It's quite fitting as well. It's a NASCAR-style livery, or a livery that was used in NASCAR, and we're here at Daytona, so it does look extra good in the pits here.
He's come out just in front of Line Bus. Oh, Line Bus is going for the move. Oh, he managed to hold on to that. That was close. He's still got cold tyres. So this is Line Bus on the outside and up onto the banking. Now Marty will let that go. Oh, defending going on there. Yeah.
Is he going to get the run coming out onto the banking?
This is the key move here. Can he get close enough? But does he want to actually be in front of Line Bus at this point? He wants to protect those tyres. He's got 6 minutes left of this race, so that's 3 or 4 laps. So he knows he's going to be in a pretty good spot. But Skins in a live 5th place.
I think he's good on tyres. He's just going to go past Line Bus and try and hunt down the 2 in front. I think if they start battling, something can go wrong. He can inherit it. So. Yeah, keep an eye on Skins, because he's not that far behind, is he? He's only, what's that, just over 2 seconds.
2 seconds, that's
Marty.
right. But Haydo, good recovery drive from Haydo.
Yeah, considering where he was at the beginning of this race, facing backwards.
Facing backwards, right at the back of the grid, in both races. And that's what we like to see here at JCR. Fair, clean, respectful racing. Yes, it was a racing incident, but the other thing I like to see is no matter what happens to the drivers, we've seen this time and time again, they just pick themselves up, dust themselves off, get on with the task at hand. You don't see, they just stick it out to the end of the race. But you can see the damage there on Matt Neal's Primera. Yeah, it's been in the wars this round here at Daytona, and he's closing up on Butler at some rate of speed here.
Interestingly, LFC Ben's still languishing down in 9th place. Obviously, he's on a different strategy to everybody else. He's done a couple of pit stops, stayed on the racing softs all night, but he can make those last to the end. He's only got another 2-3 laps. 4 minutes left to go, so he's going to be quick towards the end of this race, hoping to pick up a couple more spaces. He's going around the outside.
Did you see? I'm just going to quickly go with Haydo there. Just seeing a move down the inside of Tyler. I was just looking.
I was watching LFC Ben and then watching Butler at the same time. I got confused as to who I was watching.
Yeah, so basically Tyler's seeing the car that he drove last season go past him. So as Ado just gets it a little bit loose coming up onto the banking there, that LFC Ben has gone past Tyler. Now he's hunting down Hado, so he's going to get in the slipstream here, but Tyler's still in a good spot here.
Yeah, if he can hang on to the back of LFC Ben, that might actually pull him back through past Hado, so he's in a good position here. Butler's not too far away either. LFC Ben will have his sights set on a higher finishing position than this. Looks down the inside, thinks better of it. As they go through the chicane, this is where the penalty could come if you go too quickly through it and cut too far over the curb. Has he got away with it? I think so. So he's now got the toe on both of them. Butler didn't get the best of runs. This is exactly what we were expecting to happen because Tyler's not far behind either. We are still on board with LFC Ben. Which way is he going to go? Left, right? He's got two cars blocking the track in front of him. Going around the outside at the moment, and Hado.
Oh, is he going to? Oh, I thought for a minute he was going through the middle.
No, he thought better of it. Butler's possibly seen.
We had a sniff down the inside. That was close. But can Hado keep it on the track?
Butler and Hado.
LFC Ben's desperately trying to make most of these softs here, and he's made a pass on Hado. He's got the inside. Three wide coming out of there.
LFC Ben round the outside. He's got that done. Fantastic move. Benefit of the softs. Look at this. Round the outside, closed up with Butler. Butler ran that a little bit wide because he had Hado on his inside. But LFC Ben even hit the grass on the exit and he still managed to get the run. So
incredible move there.
Fantastic move.
I think that's a candidate for overtake of the week.
Definitely up there, isn't it? Meanwhile, Danny C is still leading this race with Shadow behind him. And Marcy is held on to third after the round of pit stops. And these guys have closed up. They're going to cross the line.
They're attacking that chicane on the exit.
They probably are. Well, Danny knows who he's got behind him and he knows who's out for revenge. So is Shadow going to wait or is he going to get too much? Oh no, he's decided against it. He's decided against it. He knows he's got another lap to go, so he doesn't want to do it too early. Shadow has got the fastest lap as well. This is very, very good points for Shadow.
This is proper tough. Well, gloves are off. This has been a fantastic display from these two. I mean, I'm not singling out just these two, but up and down the grid, but this has been absolutely brilliant to watch. Full respect from both drivers, both equally as quick. And Shadow is, yeah, he's a little Jack Russell is Shadow. He'll never ever give up, and he's messaged me quite a lot during the week, and he said, "I've never had so much fun as I did at Brands Hatch. Doesn't matter where he finished." He said, "I've missed racing with all these guys," so that's lovely to hear. So let's just come back out of this view.
Looking a little bit worse for wear, unfortunately, but I think he's probably, I would have thought Danny's in a similar situation.
He is.
Which he is.
Yeah, but Danny's got slightly bit less fuel, but this is it. I don't want to leave this.
What's he going to do? Is he going to play it clever? Is he going to stick behind Danny and try and get the run out of the chicane like Danny did in the sprint race?
I think he's going to do exactly what Danny did to him. Is he close enough? He's definitely close enough.
Well, Danny will be wise to this. So, what does Danny do? Does he stick down the bottom? I suppose that's all he can do, really, to try and defend, short of swerving around and.
This is where Shadow. Oh, that's a penalty for Shadow.
Yeah, more than likely.
That is definitely a penalty.
A little bit sideways.
Yeah, that scuppered his chances. Oh, he'll be gutted.
So another win for Danny, unfortunately, there for Shadow, but a great race between those two all night. Been absolutely fantastic.
As we get a flash of the lights from Shadow, as I put the hazards on, Danny knew that was going to be. It was a close one, but what a race from Danny C. Taking the win here in the feature race at Daytona. with his good mate Shadow. Didn't quite work out for Shadow. I think without the penalty, without going on the grass, it would still been a photo finish. But look at this. What a great thing to see. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant racing, brilliant respect from these two.
Marty managed to hold off and finish in third place there, with Skins finishing
in
in
fourth place. Wow. And Haydo.
Fantastic result for Skins.
I tell you what.
Haydo, yeah.
I tell you what, 2 candidates for driver of the day for me. I'm going to say it here now, Skins and Haydo. Skins for his debut in this series, full time, and to mix it with the quick drivers. Independent all the way up there in 4th place. Andy Jordan would have been proud. And for Haydo, 6th place after everything that happened to him, that's incredible. So there's my 2 candidates I'm going to chip into. So I'll leave you to choose the 3rd one, Adam.
There's a number of them. I agree with both of those. They've done a fantastic job, but Marty as well, with his strategy.
Correct.
That really worked for him, and he's come through and he's got himself a podium out of it.
Well, there's also Ekberg, who has openly admitted that he hates strategies, and yeah, I just want to see where Tyler finished. Yeah, see Tyler in 9th place. That's another candidate for me. Well, let's Danny C there punching the air. That's
make sure you save that replay.
Positions raised 14 places, and with all the tyres strategy and all the fuel usage, that's a fantastic win for Danny. I'm sure he's punching the air as we speak live on stream now, Danny. Well done, Danny. Right, well, it's going to get the results up. I'm going to have to go. I've drunk a pint, Adam, of squash. So I'm going to have to go for another comfort break. I'm going to leave you in the company of
squash. Yeah, right. We believe you.
It is, honestly. I'm not having a cam, but it is. It's squash. Yeah. Right, I'm going to save the beer for after.
Is squash fizzy and come out of a can?
No.
Anyway.
Right, I'll leave you in the capable hands of Adam.
Okay, so let's do the top 8 here. We've got Danny C managed to get yet another win after his fantastic last-ditch attempt at on the sprint race. Managed to see off Shadow. Shadow actually managed to get the fastest lap in that one as well. So he'll be happy with that result. He'll be a bit disappointed, but happy at the same time. He's had a fantastic race. We've got Marty there in the Ford Mondeo. He's there in 3rd place after a fantastic strategy. That's for him bring himself up into 3rd place. Skins, the lead independent, finishing in 4th place. Fantastic result there for Skins. Line Bust, well, he was in the action throughout the race, wasn't he? But he's managed to get 5th place. Another good strategy from him. Haydo, great recovery drive after what happened to him at the first corner. So he's managed to pull his way back up in the 2nd of the independents. There in 6th place in Matt Neal's Primera. Ekberg, great result from Ekberg as well. As Jimmy was saying, he's doesn't really favour the strategy races, but he's done a fantastic job there for Volvo, finishing in 7th. Butler will be a bit disappointed there in 8th place, but nevertheless, he had a fantastic race. It was really, really quick. Tyler, again, good recovery drive from Tyler. He was in the thick of it at one point, finishing in 9th place. Swifty, he spun onto the grass at one section, and he came through and finished in 10th. Audio muted. That's not the result that he would have wanted, but nevertheless, he's still up there. And then LFC Ben, what happened to Ben? He obviously got a penalty at the end there. He's got a 1 minute penalty, so that'll be for track limits. That's unfortunate for Ben. Gavanci finishing in 13th place. Matthias, not sure what happened to Matthias, but he's finished down in 14th place. And then we saw early on in the race, Andy got tangled up in that incident, obviously had a technical issue with the car and finishes in 15th place.
I'm confused over that minute penalty. Because you only get a penalty of a minute if you don't use the required tyres. Ben used softs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Yeah,
look.
so
That
I'm
is going
not
to go to
sure.
the stewards. Ben, hang fire. Not quite sure, because even if you... Oh, hang on. It doesn't go to a minute penalty if you don't serve
If you've
a
got
penalty.
if you've got a track limits, maybe it doesn't allow you to serve it on the last lap.
Right, well, that's
If
going
you've
to
got
be
a track limit,
investigated by the stewards because I'm a bit confused
yeah.
about that. So, Adam, are you...
I'm sure if Clay Jacks is still in the chat, he'll probably be able to tell us.
Yeah, hopefully. I can't, unfortunately, go to the chat because it cuts Adam's live feed off. So, do you want to see if you can go and grab a couple of drivers, Adam? Do you think we can...
I will, yeah, dive down and I'll go into the garage area. I'll just jump in the lift, and I'm not running down these stairs. I'll end up breaking my neck. So I'm gonna dive down and see if I can get into the bar first. Shall I go into the bar? No, I'll go into the garage. I'll go into the garage and see if we can have a word with Tyler. Tyler, you've had quite an interesting series of races there, and quite a hectic start to that feature race. But you were in the thick of it. How did you find the race?
The feature race was pretty decent. Had a great battle with Matthias. I always love battling with Matthias. Great driver on the grid. Lap 1. And it just kind of got swarmed, so I was just doing damage control from there. The Airways B&W handled really well today, so glad to get a 9th place in the end after having a pretty horrible sprint race. So.
What was your view of the incident at the beginning of lap 2 going into that? We saw Hado got caught up in spinning. Were you involved in that? Did you pick up any damage, or did you manage to avoid it?
Thankfully they were all ghosted when I came through. I was behind. All I saw was smoke and cars going everywhere. So
That's well, it was a great result for you. As you say, you picked up some points today, and it was great racing through it. So we'll let you get back and debrief with everybody in the garage, and we will see you at the next round.
I would just like to point out, I'll say this before you meet me again. I want to say sorry to Swifty for another incident this week in turn 1 in the sprint race. So I'm sure he'll be watching the stream.
Oh,
I'm sure if he's angry with you, he'll come and find you in the garage and punch you like that. You'll be all right. Keep your head on.
Be another Jason Plato, Matt Neal incident.
Yeah,
All right.
Okay, Tyler, I'll catch you soon, mate.
Yep.
Okay, Adam.
Right, I'm gonna leg it down to the bar. I think I think I saw a few drivers disappearing into them.
Understandable.
See if I can see if I can find one man who's going to be drowning his sorrows a little bit and possibly celebrating as well is Hado. Hado, you got tangled up in an incident in that second lap in the feature race. Tell us what happened from your perspective.
Well, I firstly saw a gap on the inside, it got closed. Then I saw the middle, but then it got closed, and I said, okay, well, then I go on the outside. And when I saw it was closing, I tried to back off to avoid an incident, but I caused an incident instead of avoiding an incident. Yeah, I just braked and lost balance of the car and then completely spun.
Oh,
it looked quite hectic from the outside, and us watching it, I'm sure it was quite scary from your side, but still a great recovery drive.
Yeah, I was just going to touch on that. Sixth place after all that carnage. That's an impressive drive from you, Hado. But I know you never give up. You've always been a fighter.
Yeah, that's true, but also with the strategy, I guess you already know how good I am with the strategies, with the fuel and the time management when it comes to it. So yeah, it was quite the management and the drive that I was putting in. It was quite consistent, actually. I kind of shocked myself with how consistent I was.
Wasn't quite the strategy race you had planned, though, was it, Hado?
If we count out the crashes, then actually yes. I kind of thought of this kind of strategy.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Mediums. Yes.
Well, you get back to the bar and enjoy a well-earned drink, Hado. Yeah, I think you deserve it.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, take care.
Well, I'm down at the media pen now. I've just found Matthias.
You who have you
Matthias,
found? Sorry.
have I think I've found Matthias. Have I?
Ah, right. Okay.
Was it Matthias or was it Marty?
No, Matthias is.
No, it's Matthias. Matthias in the yes, he is. Matthias is in the media pen. I do apologise. Matthias, it wasn't really the best of races in that feature race, but you were fighting all the way through. How was the event from your perspective?
So I mean, the sprint race was really enjoyable up until the incident with I think Butler and Linebus. I think I can't remember. So I didn't. I mean, it looked like I didn't hit them from my end because I had quite some distance between them, but somehow they were flying off left and right. So that kind of end my race for the sprint, and then the feature race didn't turn out as good as well, so quite disappointing.
Yeah, because you were in third place for quite some time. It was looking a very promising start from you, Matthias. But yeah, not to be. But we do get these races from time to time where just one or two incidents, and yeah, you have to rip the strategy book up and start again, don't you?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll come back even stronger next week, Matthias. Great to speak to you, and yeah, I'm pretty certain you'll be joining the rest of them in the bar, I'd imagine.
Probably, yeah.
Right, well, great to speak to you, Matthias. Take care, and we'll see you on the grid for next week.
All right.
Well, that was a range of different interviews there, Adam. It was, it's quite a lot of action.
Well, that's the thing. You kind of want to interview these drivers, but if they've had a bad race, they're not really happy. So I almost want to put my race helmet on before I interview them, just in case they lash out.
You used to throw your helmet, didn't you? You used to throw it at the interviewers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was just me. Sorry, no, that was just me. Wasn't it after your race?
That was me throwing my helmet into the crowd, seeing you.
Yeah, you'd seen me, wouldn't you? Yeah, you're a good shot sometimes as well. Well, that was great. So you made it back up into the com box. But what you're seeing on screen now, ladies and gentlemen, is the race schedule for the Season 5 Btcc Championship here with me, Jimmy Codger. The next race, we're back on Saturdays. I'm going to leave. Yeah, I couldn't tie up Valentine's Day. So that's hence why we've done it tonight on the Friday. But we're back to Saturdays now for the rest of the season. So the track will be announced for round 3. It'll be announced Sunday, mainly because I haven't got it in front of me. And I will put the post out on Sunday or Monday, ready for them to practice for next week. So, yeah, same time, 7 o'clock, live here with me, Jimmy Codger, at Jimmy Codger Racing. And also, yeah, with my superb co-commentator. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And, yeah, it's certainly hotting up to be an absolute firecracker of a season, and we will be looking into that minute penalty. I've got the replay saved, so Ben, don't fret too much. I'm not sure what's caused that, but we will be looking into it, as well as picking out the driver of the day candidates and the overtake of the week candidates. They will be posted up on the Instagram page and the Facebook page, so head over to there. I'm just going to put those on briefly. So you see on the stream here, they're the socials. So take a note of those. You don't have to be part of the community. Head over to those pages, cast your vote, and yeah, we'll announce the winner at the beginning of the next stream on Saturday, the 21st of February. God, 21st of February already. My word. So, anything further to add, Adam?
Well, no, not really. I mean, that was a headache to commentate on, but in all the best ways possible. So congratulations to all our winners. I'll wait until the judges have come back with a decision regarding Ben before we do anything with the points. As Jimmy said, that'll be looked into. We're not sure what's happened there, but regardless, it's been a fantastic night's racing, proper BTCC, and yeah, looking forward to round 3 now.
Yep, and yeah, they're certainly providing us with some top draw entertainment, top class driving, and yeah, it's if we can get a repeat, I think the closest season I've mentioned before we've had was season 2, where we had a 3-way fight, literally in the last feature race. That was at Bathurst. I'll always remember that one because Danny C could have won it, Shadow could have won it, and Clay Jacks could have won it. And speaking of Shadow, I'm not sure if I think I mentioned it last week, but he's making the most of this because I don't think he'll be racing much after September. He's becoming a dad for the first time, so congratulations, Shadow. And I think, if I remember rightly, in the Discord, he said he'd already bought a baby seat for his rig. Start them young. He said the next Lando Norris, he says. So, right, before I sit here jabbering all night, I'd like to take the time to thank everybody tuning in to watch this tonight. And I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, visit the channel, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and tune in next week for more of the same. It's going to be an absolute cracker. So without any further jabbering from me, it's time to say goodnight and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the week ahead. And I will catch you next Saturday, live, 7 o'clock, here with me, Jimmy Codger. Take care and good night.